Hey everyone, the domain here. We'll be playing more Aurora C Sharp. I've been working more on audio quality in my videos, so let me know how the audio sounds in these. Let's begin. So a couple of things I've done off camera, I know, sinful me, was I redid our formations. So no longer do we have like a company size, it's now just going to be an infantry battalion, and it'll have these specifications. And it'll go up to battalion to division, which will be our highest formation. Other than that, we're also going to have a regiment formation as well. I've only done the regiment and the battalion alien level because I don't feel like we need to have the what's it called, the division level yet. But I will be adding the division level at some point. It'll be kind of similar to the combat regiment size, where it's 500 tons, and it'll be carrying, I believe. Let me see. So if there's going to be 35,000 tons, let's get a calculator out. Always handful to have a calculator on hand. So 35,000 times 3, which would be 100. Yeah, basically like I would say 1,010 size. Um, so we've kind of forgot a few things to set up in the last episode, so this is gonna be the last of the setup, I promise. Let's go ahead and start the research. First we want to get is I want to get better drives, but our power and propulsion guy actually sucks. So that's gonna take us a while. I want to get what here do we want to get? We want to start working on better sensor tech. We don't have any sensor people, so I might replace our genetics and biology and genetics officer with a more skilled officer who is a not more skilled but a different field. So change field, which is your power or like your skill by 75%, but it is very helpful if they already are 0%. Let's see, let's go to, where is it? Sensor and control systems, there we go. All right, let's go ahead and get, well also, this will be also good training for him too. We'll like have him work on like really easy stuff like the active grav and the thermal sensor and the EM sensor. So we have him doing that for a while. Let's have, I don't need to do anything with car combat. I do want to get better ground combat capabilities, so I might just stick like, I don't know, this guy also sucks. Like we did not roll well on our scientists at the time. I put down 2 for powered infantry armor, or powered infantry armor. Yeah, that's what it's called. Let's go ahead and get. I want to start working towards better lasers too, because I've answered a comment from, I believe, the user's name. One moment. My user named Cliff S asked me about if I was going to be using only railguns. I only use railguns in the beginning game. I'm going to be switching off to like Gauss at some point, but we don't have any like researchers for Gauss yet. I mean, I could just turn Oliver into one. I might just do that right now because we are going to be using missiles in addition. Let's see. Energy weapons, Oliver, change field, kinetic weapons. There you go. I'll give him, I just want to start working toward, like, every bit of research we can put into, like, Gauss guns is going to help our, like, turret and turret technology will help us immensely in the long run. Let's go ahead and put this into velocity because it's just cheaper for him to train into. And also give him, that one's too expensive. We'll just give him railgun velocity because that's just kind of handy. Oh, our power propulsion lady is, I think it's lady, I can't tell, Dion, is gonna be working on capacitor recharge. So we have, oh, let's also have our power and propulsion, our ground combat person work on something else afterwards. I quite like having transport bays pretty early on, so let's go ahead and get that. That's good for logistics in the future when we have colonies outside. So last episode we did insta-build 3 survey ships. We have the Hendrik Lawrence, the Peter Zeeman, and the Wilhelm Rotkin. We'll Go ahead and at Earth, divide into single ships. And standing orders will be survey nearest body, survey nearest location when you're at half fuel. I'll say like 40% fuel. Refuel for resupply. And that'll be all. We'll keep track of their deployment timer. I'll turn on the events after like our first turn, our first day. We're doing day. I normally do 1 day increments when I play this game, but I'll do 5 days just to keep the game speeding along. 1 day is a bit too short, or too granular, I should say. Let's go ahead and start running the clock. You'll also need a colony ship. Let's actually see. Did I get the colony tech or did I forget about it completely? Select name. Let's go with something kind of cool sounding. I like Bulldog for like a dog, like a kind of colony. Nah, we'll call it a Horizon. No, a Foundation class. That's a cool Foundation class colony ship. Did we actually get cryogenic sleep? Yeah, we did. Just slap, let's say like 100,000 of those. Oh, wide view. Cargo shuttle bay. And those dope ass engines. There we go. We want to put at least 500,000, I would say, so it doesn't make as many trips backwards, going back and forth. Or how it goes, and we'll put them in pairs of 2, so we don't have to like, we don't have to make as many, and they can get ferry more. Okay, that. Let's give it more engine power. And some fuel is very important for these kinds of ships. Let's give it 2 million liters of fuel. That would give us like about 3 trips through the solar system. So the solar system is around 21 billion kilometers wide, or around. That's why I'm going for that number. I typically make my military vessels 25 billion kilometers, but in Aurora C Sharp, this will come up later when we have military ships. Your operating range is effectively half of what the speed is for military ships because they have to travel back to wherever they go to refuel. That's gonna be more important later on in the game. Let's see if we can't also build a column or a freighter over here. I really don't like the name Napoleon. That's like a military vessel name. We'll call it a mule. It'll be a cargo ship. Give it the same kind of drive thing. Cargo. Oh, and cargo shuttle bays as well. We'll make this that large, and we'll give it some more fuel. There you go. Slightly smaller than our, well, let's actually pull up a handy dandy sheet I'm aware of for the ship sizes. I need to just find that real quick. It's on the Aurora C Sharp Discord. The tool. Or no, under help, FAQ. So to effectively carry up to, let's calculator back up. So a single piece of infrastructure is around 2,500 cargo space, and we'll do 50,000 divided by 2,500, about 20 pieces of infrastructure. And assuming we put these things in pretty tight or in like single units, that's gonna be a lot of trips. Yeah, it's not that great. I might actually increase the size of this because we want to have more. We want to have bigger ones than smaller ones. Oh, this thing's massive. Actually, I don't really like it being that big. Okay, well, I'll settle for like, oops, wrong one. I do that a lot. I'll just sell for like the smaller number. So take like effectively Yeah, a few trips to go up there and back for like large trips. It'd take 5 trips to carry like a cargo shuttle station, for example. All right, that looks good. I'll refit. I'll actually keep it open. We'll refit some of our task shipyards. This one can go up to 80, and I think we want to save this one for the. Which one was larger again? Forgot. 69, 60, 74. So we'll keep the mule for the Bascli and the other one for that one. There we go. We'll also spawn in a few. Let's go ahead and save the game. Go ahead and spawn in like, I don't know, 4. Cargo fleet. Well, spawn in like 6 of these actually. Then about 4 of the colony fleet. There we go. We also want to lower this. 0, 0. Okay. Let's see how much well, for now it's civilian shipping, so it doesn't need to be maintained um, by maintenance facilities, but we do have 1,500 tons of maintenance facilities here. Let's also spawn in a few of those cheap regiments. So we want to put in, I want to have about like 3 regiments to start, so that's gonna be like 9 battalions. Actually, how many do we want in a division? I think it was gonna be, it's gonna be 3. So I'm gonna make 3. 3 of those, 9 of these. Yeah, this is like kind of like the finishing up of the step up or the setup phase. Perfect. That comes out to about, let's see, 1,500. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, awesome. All right, looks good to me. Deer. All right, looks good. Looks good. Let's save the game again because I'm scared of crashing. And have our survey ships start doing stuff. So let's progress by like 5 seconds. There we go. We have 3 separate ships now. Let's create a survey command. Oops. Create admin. We'll call it like, I don't know, survey core. Refresh. And then we'll put all 3 of these under there. Refresh. We'll also assign, we'll actually progress for another 5 seconds, just game update. We'll go ahead and start, yeah, it looks like they have their standing orders already. Alright, let's go ahead and assign those last 2, so we need a captain in the admin command. Minimum rank should be captain, maximum rank should be commodore. Please go for survey and action. Okay, this person looks good. And then, all right, that's like for the entire army or navy, whatever, doesn't matter. I'll have this person put Commodore then, or commander, I mean. Have this person there. All right, save again and start incrementing time. All right, oh, I forgot to turn back on events. A ruined settlement on Mercury. That's pretty rare. Yeah, where we found minerals so far though. Venus. Let's start setting up colonies on Venus and Mercury. So Mercury's gonna be very important. Since Mercury has ruined civilization on it, essentially we'll have like we'll send a xenoarchaeology team and they'll go and like uncover the ruined settlement. I've gotten like ruined city in the past, on Titan. That was very lucrative. So ruined settlement is probably not gonna be as good, but nonetheless pretty decent. Let's continue. Oh wait, looks like they fixed Captain Commodore. Okay. All right, Commodore. Oh, we need a captain now. I just want survey. And you'll do. All right, there we go. Continue. Under, what does that say? Okay, it looks like we're fine there. Let's refresh and see where we have minerals. Anywhere important? Like any main planets? It just looks like just Venus, which kind of sucks. Did they mine? Did they search Mars already? Because that's gonna be bad if Mars has nothing on it. I don't think they've searched Mars yet. Let's go ahead and send someone to just go to Mars to clear my anxieties about it. Uh, oops. Ah, there we go. Always hard to tell if this place gets resources or not. I don't think Mars got anything. No. Well, I'm not gonna bother with Mars besides for money, so whatever. Oops, it's going to fight 1 day increments, my bad. Uh, Science team led by Cruz Kettle has begun research on EM. Oh, because she finished the previous one. Perfect. Um, going. Oh, we finished the research lab, it looks like. Let's go ahead and plop that down into, I'm gonna say the stellar fusion reactor, because that gets us closer to plasma magneto engines, which are very, like, I consider that like the starting of like decent military tech. Well, ion is the starting of decent military tech. I say like when you have plasma magneto, you can like kind of hold up. All right. Looks like she finished that, so I'm gonna have her start working, like preparing for the next project, which is gonna be doesn't oh she's raised her skill a bit, which is pretty good. I'm gonna have her work on fire control rating, and then after that. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, it's been what? That's not good. Well, it's a good thing I save the game constantly, so. Hey, sorry if you just saw an awkward transition there. It looks like the game crashed. I'm not really sure what happened there. Where we leave off at. I gave her the command to do that. I'm going to hope that doesn't happen again, but luckily we saved like immediately after doing that. Oh, it's extended their deployment time, I think. Go ahead and return all the ships back. Yeah, they deployed. They've gone over their deployment. Refuel and resupply. Begin overhaul. All right. Fuel resupply. Begin overhaul. Refuel. Resupply. Begin overhaul. All right. Yeah, this should be like coming back from leave after like the ship's been restored, maintenance life and stuff. Okay, looks like the Heater Zeman is done, which means it can go back to doing its usual business. All right, keep going. Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen again with the whole computer saying that like that error doesn't come up again. Um, Where is it? How much money we make? I'm also gonna establish. I always establish. I mean, you know what? I'm just gonna establish colonies on the moon and on the moon and on Mars. I think it's just good to have places to make money for us. Where the hell is that page? There it is. Clicked everywhere besides the place I wanted to create the colony. All right. How much infrastructure do we have complete? So we have most of it done. Let's go ahead and start ferrying it over. Load installation, load infrastructure, unload infrastructure. So we know that there are about 6 of these. And we remember if we did our math correctly, which we did, it's gonna be about 50,000, which is gonna be 20. So 20 times 6 is 120. So I want to go at least repeat our orders 3 times and then refuel. So what would that be? That'd be 20, 60, 80. No, we want to repeat it more. So load installation structure. Go to the moon. Unload infrastructure. That's 20. Oh, that's 120. So we need to divide. Oh, quick math problem. 200. So we're gonna do 240, 60, 480. So 600 divided by 120 is 5. You should just do this 5 times. Refill for colony. All right. That should give us about, so the way the game works is that there's infrastructure which allows humans to live on like plants that are inhospitable, like the moon, for example. But they require us at a colony cost, which requires us to have a certain number. So this is gonna be times 100. So you move the decimal place 2 over to the right, so it'd be 200. So let's go ahead and start advancing time again. Almost like they finished their overhauls. So you will get back to surveying. All right, looks like we finished. So much going on at once. We finished the Luna stuff. We can support. There we go. My math is right. So we can support up to 3 million civilians. Gonna get the colony fleet out there. So each colony ship can, yeah, it's gonna be 1 million. So we're gonna do this like load colonists, unload colonists, repeat that again, refuel. Because there's gonna be some like growth from like settlement stuff. All right. Now we have about 2 million colonists on the moon. Let's go ahead and go to population both, and I guess population growth. Yeah, this person's good. They're not really great at, they only have like our, what we want. Let's go ahead and try this person. I guess we're just stuck with her. Okay, that's all fine. Mars we'll do later. Yeah, I think with the 15% bonus, we should be good. Let's see, that was 600. How much do we have left on Earth? Um, Earth has 200 left. Let's go ahead and dump that, all just the rest of it into it. We'll do 2 more trips. So installation, structure, unload, unload infrastructure, eat again, refuel. Awesome. That should give us about 4.2 million population total, like capacity. Like that's how much we can port. But we do need to start getting military vehicles now, because they require protection. Let's go ahead and start drafting up a very basic frigate of some kind. Ship class. We'll call it. I think the Napoleon's a fine name, but I mean it's too prestigious to be honest. I'll go breed of dogs. We'll call it a Boxer. I like Boxer. Hound's pretty cool. Or a Griffin or a Greyhound. Both Greyhound. Greyhound class. We'll call this an escort for now. Or make it a frigate. So I kind of do classes weirdly. Frigates have always been like my recon ships, but recently I've been changing away from that. So frigates now operate as like small group-based short deployment vehicles. They're usually under 10,000 tons, like 10,000 K tons, or 10,000 tons, not 10 million tons. Um, but that means we need to start researching into it, which might take away some of our the development time. Let's go ahead and get our handy dandy optimizer out. One moment. I was like shifting my computer to find it. There it is. All right. That's like for our missiles. So we have for text, we have not conventional, we have ion, we have like 1.5. Max engine size is 25. Fuel efficiency is like gonna be 0.6. We have high density uranium. That doesn't really matter. Max engine 1.5. All right, we want to make this thing under 10,000. We'll make it like 8,000. This is like from an old save of mine. Carry. Number of engines too. We'll make this at least be able to go 15, which is usually against my MO, but it doesn't matter. We'll make this thing pretty low. All right. We'll put like 6 armor layers on it. All right, we need for a 8,000 ton frigate. We need a it takes up so much percent though. Go maximize available. That looks a lot better. This one looks good. We need one large, one standard, one small, one tiny, 2 fighter. We need 4 engines on it. Okay. Cool. Let's start researching it. So it's 16 hull size and times 1. In hull size. Maybe just a 2000 EP. We'll give it a company name. We'll call it Mattress Peller Turbines. I don't like that one. Leos Air Marine. That's pretty cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and prototype it so we know if it works out. So the design calls for 4 of those, which is kind of a bit ridiculous, but whatever. Oh, prototypes. Alright. Make this thing like have 8-month deployment, or no, we'll give it 6 months deployment. Armor rating of, what did I give it again? 6. Well, it's about too heavily armored, maybe. I'll drop it down to like 4. Uh, that's way too much fuel or maintenance storage. There we go. That's pretty decent. Well, also, I don't like the failure rate on it, so I'll just go ahead and plop that down and get rid of that. It's actually a bit too big. There we go. We want to save space on like weapons and stuff for the weapons. So yeah, that's why I'm kind of cutting down on size. One large, one stand small, one tiny, 2 fighter. All right, it's good. Looks good. What else? Probably not gonna put any like command control modules on this, even if it was like later on in the game we had that kind of tech. I'll go ahead and start designing some tech though. I know a very basic little like handy dandy railgun, like just plop a railgun on something, but it requires us to have higher faster tech. See how that's doing. The capacitor tech is gonna take a little while to finish. We're about I say like 4 years out from that. Unless we had a different power and propulsion person, which we really don't. Yeah, we really don't. I'm just gonna go with it though. It doesn't matter. It's like this thing's just meant to shoot things that are in its vicinity. We might be able to actually get away with it if we just 10 centimeters. I have like no range, but you know, then the civilian population doesn't need to know that. They don't need to know that this thing's a piece of garbage. I'd feel bad doing that actually. Let's drop it to one shot. So what I'm doing here is that I'm changing the shots to one because it reduces the rate of fire time, and so makes it shoots more often. But it has terrible range, only like 2,000 kilometers. Sounds perfect to me. Let's give it a company name. Mayfield Weapon Systems. That's a pretty cool name. All right, there we go. And we'll give it a. Well, how much power does it require? 0.5. We'll have like power plant. Way too much power. So it's 1.5, so let's just kind of aim for like, yeah, 78 works. Well, yeah, I guess it'll also be made by Mayfield. You know, the Mayflower for some reason. Beam fire control, something at a max range of 2,000, and probably not going to be able to get any tracking speed on this, so it doesn't really matter. Get like 4 times range, and I don't know, 0.5. Well, we're aiming for 5,000. What's the speed on this thing again? 5,000? Yeah, 5,000. So we'll just go ahead and make it a fucking massive ship or thing. I forgot to blueprint it. Whatever. Let's go ahead and just research it then. Well, no, we know it works. We're good. We don't need that kind of prototyping BS. All right. Where is our cool? Oh, our control. Oh, or it's not. I don't know where it went. There's tech. Where'd it go? Where did you go? I mean, if I. That's weird. Let's check something. So we had a beam fire control, and it had ×4 range, ×4 speed. Go ahead and just prototype. Oh, I see. We're not showing prototypes. That's why. There we go. Okay, I was crazy. I was just crazy. How much I found? This thing provides literally none, but we'll build so many of them that they won't even know the difference. Um, Actually, we could probably get away with some more. There we go. It's a little bit kind of inefficient in power, but whatever. I think we can get away with getting this thing more armor. Since the hound's supposed to be 8,000 tons, we're missing 1,000, so might as well just go ahead and give this thing a lot more tonnage. Engineering. There you go. What else can we do for this bad boy? We have like, I guess more guns. We'll give it another power. Careful though, we don't want to go overboard. We're going overboard. Let's just give it more fuel. I don't know. Let's give it more fuel for the sake of having more fuel. Don't really need more fuel for this thing. All right. There's our crappy Greyhound. It is actual garbage, and I would uh rather drink bleach. There are 8, a whopping 8 reactors on this bad boy. All right, and 2 fire controls for firing 6 guns. Isn't that crazy? You can fire 2 targets. Anyway, if air rate is through the roof, let's actually drop a gun and drop some power. And actually drop one of these, to be honest, and get that higher. We have a massive maintenance life. I don't know why we do. We don't need time. Yeah, we can basically repair our most damaged system twice, like our biggest thing we need to repair twice, which isn't really needed, but whatever. Maybe I'll just get this thing more armor. There you go, that's good. Okay, I like this. I'm kind of like this now. Plus, it's more efficient than it was before. Oh, shit. There you go. Let's see. Fare rate's pretty okay. Fuel range is pretty decent. And base has 11 kilometers, but I don't think this thing is not going to be leaving its home system like ever. It's to hits trash. So basically, if it's like super far away, it will not hit anything. But if it's pretty close, it'll hit for like it'll be hit most of the time. I think that's perfect. Go ahead and retool. I think we actually have space for one of these at our shipyards. Oh, yeah. I'll just go ahead and this one for. Oh, it's not research. That's why. Well, I think we'll call it here for this today's episode. But I'll see you all tomorrow. This was a fun episode, and I'll have a good day. See ya.